Alright guys, what's going on? And welcome back to another episode of Hatch's Recreational Engineering. And on this episode, we've got something special planned. So I was reached out to by a subscriber who has a car that I've been following for a couple of years now. I've been following the story about this car. Ultimately, he decided to let this thing go and reached out to us first. And this car just has such a cool history and story that I could not pass it up. So I've never seen this thing before, and it's over 5 hours. It's like 5 hours away. It's out in Pittsburgh, and Mike and I are going to grab this thing today. It is a terrible day out today. It's raining. It's crappy, and we're gonna drive out and go snag this thing. So Mike's on his way with the truck and trailer now, and we're gonna head out and go grab it. So we'll check back in a little bit. Look at this guy. He just pulls up out front and beeps. I guess that means he's ready. Why didn't you tell me? Yeah, you get in the back, youngin'.
Go on the other side, Brandon. The other side.
Oh, now you gotta walk 6 miles. Okay. Say hello, children.
Hi. I'm on survival mode.
You're on survival mode? Yeah, that looks like your dad right now.
Hi.
Just drop the children off here. What is this, the firehouse? Oh, no, it's their mom's work. I thought you were donating them. We got our first Wawa trip.
Ready?
We got lots of snacks.
Well, when we hit past like Carlisle, it's sheets.
Holy sheep.
Sheets, yeah.
Holy sheep.
We're gonna stop at sheets.
Oh, I'm dropping stuff, I think. I'm gonna lose my Red Bull. Oh my god, did you get fruit snacks? What is that? Oh shit. Alright, so this fresh car that we've never seen before, we already named it. We named it Caramel Latte, so go ahead and start the Caramel Latte count. Bing!
How many we're gonna have?
Caramel Latte 1 and 2.
The wonderful state of Pennsylvania.
You love Pennsylvania.
I do love Pennsylvania.
First BP break of the trip. But now is a good time to also highlight that we've got merch. Mike's repping our HRE hoodie here. And you would look so good if you also had one of these. So you should definitely click the link in the description and go get yourself one.
Right there.
What, the car?
I can see it.
Oh, I see a car. Oh my god, look at that. There's a Nova. Isn't she beautiful? I'm already in love. What's going on, man?
Yeah. You want us to move vehicles, or how do you want to get in here?
I think we're all right. I think if he pulls up here, he could swing it in.
Okay.
And that probably makes the most sense, just to put the trailer right in front of it and we'll be good.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
You can do it?
I got it.
8182.
Okay.
Somewhere in there, the pictures. But, yeah, it's,
And when you got it, was it black?
yes, it was
black?
Yeah. It was a big block, was it? 360.
All blown up?
Yeah, it was trashed. So. It was a 4-speed car, though. You know.
The car always came from this area?
Oh, yeah.
Always around this
Yeah.
area? Tearing up the mountain there?
Oh, yeah, somewhere. But, yeah. Yeah, it's seen better days, but, you know, the trunk's in decent shape, and the floors are really in decent shape.
What's crazy is that it never really went that far.
No.
It's been like 25 minutes from here for the last, since 81.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy, I mean, basically, when he bought it off, the guy I sold it to, he didn't do nothing with it, basically. It just sat.
It's changed hands a couple times.
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah, when I originally was looking for it, I posted on Facebook that the new off to me.
Yeah, I saw you post on that lost muscle car deal.
And I got a bunch of people just like sending me messages, like no help at all. Then one dude just sent me like a phone book with a bunch of last names of what he sold it to.
Landmarks.
Yeah, and then so I just started calling each number out of the phone book until some guy's wife answered. And was like, oh yeah, I figured you'd be calling. I was like, well, that'll help me out too. So then he told me, he got me the number of the guy who he sold it to, and he only had it for like a year or two.
Yeah.
He's had
So
it
you have the pictures Mike sent you with all the different ones when it was nice.
Yeah, so I have the pictures in like a front, it's parked in like a front yard.
across the street. Right
Yeah,
there,
and it's really
not far
nice.
from
It had
here.
the small block in it.
Yeah.
But like you could, the dead giveaway you sell super cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the dead giveaway that it
What
was
you-
100% the car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I redid this, I mean, the guy did a hell of a nice job on the bodywork and the paint. All these bumpers, I had it re-chromed up in Johnstown here. Johnstown bumper re-chromed. I mean, the car was really nice at one time.
Yeah, it looked good, and it's got metal flake in it. I can see that.
Yeah, if you open, I can open the trunk. You can
Yeah.
see kind of the original paint that was in it.
Yeah, it's kind of faded from what it was.
I mean, I didn't clean it up too much. You could probably buff out some and get it back, get it better than what it was. Yeah, the other rim's right there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the super trick.
Yeah, there's the drive shafts in there.
Yeah, the trunk's not horrible.
No, not at all. There's the hinges, wood hinges. There's the back
SS panel.
Yeah. Cool. So I think this probably was an SS car from the factory. I don't think there's any.
Yeah,
way to
so
know.
without having a build sheet, there's no way to verify
Right.
it.
Oh, I know.
But the one giveaway is if you look through here, on the frame rail here is a plate welded to the frame rail that would have been for an exhaust hanger,
Oh yeah.
and normal like 307 cars and
Didn't
stuff
have-
like that
this
don't
one have
have
it?
that. This has it right here.
Yeah.
You can see the plate welded to it.
Yeah, I mean, these springs on here are really heavy duty too, man.
Some Gabriel hijackers. It had the 12 volt in it when you got it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I put the 456s in it. Why? I don't
That's
know.
now this goes.
Because he wanted to do 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, you gotta have your foot in it to go down the highway at 60 mile an hour, that's for sure.
It's crazy.
But it was a good rip around.
Yeah, it's cool. Super cool. I mean, my plan is to like bring it right back to how your
That's
photos
crazy,
were.
yeah.
Make it look exactly how you had it in the 80s.
I'd love to see it when it's done. Yeah.
But yeah.
He hasn't had this a year yet.
Yeah, this is really nice. Oh, it looks good though. And you put a Blueprint 383 in this, right?
Yeah.
How do you liking it?
It's fast enough, especially with those gears. I didn't change too much. I kind of just was trying to get it in as fast as possible. Yeah, it's fun, for sure.
Yeah, she hops around pretty good.
So I have his transmission that was in that car in it.
Oh, the trailer that was in this?
Yeah, I
Is
put
it
that in.
here?
That's his shifter and everything, actually.
Oh, that's cool.
Little Hurst T handle in there.
Super shifter.
Yeah, that's
super
cool.
shifter. So I got little pieces of that in here, so.
So how many no's do you have?
Oh my god, I don't even know how many I got right now. I think I got like 6 or 7. Yeah, we better load
Somebody
this up
comes.
so that we don't, and then at least we can move out of the street.
You want to put some?
Huh?
I'll get the ranch out.
Yeah.
The hood is just sitting on here. I don't know if we could.
Yeah, we'll throw it in the bed of the truck.
Okay.
Throw a strap over it or something. Big ass tire on there.
Well, your cousin had a speed shop or something, right?
Yeah, he sold racing equipment, and he was in the dirt track basically, but he used to pull trucks, and he was a hot rod, and he really got me going, you know what I mean? When something would break, he knew how to fix it. You know? I wish I had the
With some
motor.
upgrades.
Yeah, I wish I had the motor, but that Earl that owned this car took it out and put it in his 55.
Alright, what do you think? You want to try and winch it? Or?
I think we just push it up. Does it roll pretty
At
good?
least push it up to the front there, and
Yeah, we'll
See
if
what
we
it
can get
does?
over there.
You want to take this? Hey.
Two little walks with mine.
this is what I have in the Janko, the blue one. And,
Now, was that originally like a bench seat car?
That was originally a bench seat car, yeah. These two outside ones fit perfect. They go right into the bench seat holes. I didn't drill new holes or anything, and it actually sits the right way. You just have to make something to...
Like a spacer?
Yeah, you just need a spacer because it'll lean in like that.
Because I know you had space.
Yeah, I saw the bushings you had on the floor in there to make those seats fit.
Yes, the guy, when I bought the car off, he gave me those seats. He had, I don't even remember what seats were in it, but he just had them reupholstered. He never put them in. He gave them,
Oh, nice.
Hey, you said that you had to drive home on a milk crate, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
With the blown up block.
It was wrapping real bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'll trade you.
All right, cool.
Just keep it with the car, you know.
Yeah, I just wanted them because they're in those pictures with the car, and I want to try and get it back to how he had it.
Get the flares in it.
Yeah, get the flips.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have one.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen my stuff. You know I don't buy stuff to like flip it or make money off of this stuff. So I'll have the car,
Take
and
care. Have a safe trip.
if it's ever done and I ever do decide to part ways with it, I'll reach out to you guys first for sure.
I appreciate it. I'm glad it's going to you. You know, you'll do something with it.
Yeah, and I'd love to figure something out so that you guys see it again. You know,
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
get to take a rip in
Yeah,
it.
it's not too far away. It's not like it's going across the country.
Yeah, like I said, maybe we could work something out where we meet up at Carlisle or
for
something
sure.
out that way. Or if that doesn't work, we'll come all the way. I don't care. It'll make it.
Yeah, well,
Only 4.5.
No, it's cool. All right, I think that's it, Mike. All right,
yep.
thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Posting with photos.
I got the junk out of your driveway. What do you think, Mike?
I think it's cool.
It's definitely cool.
Anything that doesn't fit tight on a 8-foot car trailer, wide, 6-foot, whatever it is. Yeah.
Well, it would have fit if we were a little bit more centered.
Yeah,
We're also hitting because we're not centered, but yeah, those N5015s are no joke.
Mike, round 2 of caramel lattes. Except we got 2 caramel lattes and 3 caramel lattes.
All right, guys, so it's been a couple days since we got caramel latte home. We got home super late on Saturday night. It was like 10, 11 o'clock at night by the time we had stopped for dinner and finally made it home. So we just unhooked the trailer in front of my house, and since then I've hooked it up to Farmer and dragged it over to, you know, our storage garage with the other project. So ultimately caramel latte is going to get shoved in here and wait its turn. But since this thing's made it home, we really haven't even really looked at it. I had to get the kids baseball and stuff like that, so just hooked it up to Farmer, dragged it over here, and this is, I mean, it's still strapped up. We really haven't gone over this thing. So even when we loaded up, I had made the deal on this car sight unseen. I knew I just like had to have it. There was no way that I could live without it. So I bought this car forever laying eyes on it in person, and when we picked it up, it was too late. You know, I mean, I already owned it, so what was the sense of crawling all over it? But from what I could kind of sort of tell, I mean, Michael was super honest about the condition of the car and some of the areas of rust and whatnot. What I can tell right now, there's no major areas of surprises, so I figured we'll take a walk around this thing and check it out. If you saw the pictures from 1982, this thing for the most part is relatively the same exact condition it was in. I mean, as far as bodywork and paint and wheels and all that stuff is concerned. We are missing the one Krager Super Trick, which are super rare. We are missing one Super Trick, but it's in the trunk, I've been told. So we do have all the original wheels. So the first thing I noticed when we were checking this thing out is this thing has a disc brake subframe. You can see the disc in there maybe. But this thing has a disc brake subframe and has a sway bar in here. So that's pretty sweet. Everything up here on the firewall indicates that it was an original 4-speed car, and for what it's worth, the firewall is in actually halfway decent shape. It's not, there's no major areas of rust or anything. It doesn't look like the firewall's been mashed in for a distributor or anything like that. So this looks halfway decent. The lower cowl down here has a little bit of rust in it, which isn't a huge deal breaker, but the like the area where the subframe bushings mount and stuff looks super good. And from what I can tell, underneath, the bottom side of this car is in remarkably good condition. For whatever reason, the bottom side is just really nice. Even the subframe looks really nice. Multiple transmissions have been in here. The tunnel's been kind of sort of carved apart once or twice, but it's actually not like crazy bad. It's not that good either, but it's alright. It's not a deal breaker, you know what I mean? The rocker panels are in awful shape. Awful shape. It's hard to tell without taking them off here what sort of shape the inner rockers are in, but the outer rockers are toast. Obviously, the thing that drew me to this car the most was the fender flares and the super rad 80s street freak, street machine look to it. This one's got a little bit of damage to the fiberglass, but it's not horrible. And obviously, these are fiberglass fenders, so they're just, you know, bondoed on here, and this is starting to lift, which kind of sucks. Then we come around the back, the lower quarter's starting to rust a little bit down here. Honestly, it's not terrible. Get around in the back, the normal trunk lid rust that they all have. Tail panel actually looks halfway decent. It's hard to know until you get this bumper off and stuff, because you gotta get this filler panel out of here to see what it looks like right at the bottom. But from what I can see here, it looks not horrible. It's still got the Pennsylvania plate on it from the last time it was on the road. 1985. You can tell in the paint job here, especially in the daylight here, that this thing had lots of flake in it. I mean, this paint job in its day was definitely hot. And 5015s on the back. Like I said, Krager Super Trick wheels. They don't make these anymore, fellas. So these are definitely sick. Again, rocker panel on the bottom of the quarter on this side is in horrible shape. Bottom of the quarter over here, about the same condition as the other side. From what you can see in the back here, frame rails and stuff look super nice. Super nice. Another undershot of this thing. I don't know why this car looks the way it does, because it just doesn't make sense, but we're looking at it. So right now this car is rocking a 8.2 open 10 bolt, but this car, when Michael actually found it, had the 12 bolt in it that was in it when his father bought it. 456 gears in it. It did have a Muncie 4-speed in it that he actually stole both the transmission and the rear to put into his Nova, which is a really nice car. I get it. So we will be on the hunt for a 12 bolt for this thing, because it needs the 12 bolt back. And if Michael ever decides to let go of the 12 bolt from his car, it'll be reunited with this thing. The important thing is the roof and like the areas around the window here all look super good. This all looks super good. Honestly, it's not in bad shape at all. Even, man, we haven't had any of this trim off or anything like that, but from everything I could see on the pillars and whatnot, everything looks really good around the roof. So we got that going for us. Even the top of the cowl here, everything looks pretty darn decent. Same thing on this side. We do have some rust happening in the lower part of the cowl down here, but everything around where the body mounts are and everything looks really good. So it's honestly not the worst one that I've ever had. Let's get in here. This car stinks. Get this tarp out of here. Oh my God, it's like 195 degrees in here. All right, so we have the original, well, not original to the car, but we have the seats that were in it when it was built. Headliner's still in it, and actually looks halfway decent. It's not even falling down. It still has the stereo and stuff in it. The Pioneer dual cones. All the gauges are here still. Sun Super Tack. Basically everything is exactly in the interior the way that it was when his dad put this car together, which is super, super cool. The wheel wells are junk. They're going right in the trash. All the seat belts are in it. The carpet's still in it. And when they painted this thing, they really cared about it because they did everything. Door jams. I mean, they really went the whole nine. But this interior it stinks. Probably because this carpet's still in it. We actually had to negotiate these seats with Michael because he was considering recovering these to use in his car. But I said, dude, I've got a set of bucket seats that you could use for your car, and let me keep your dad's seats with your dad's car. Because, I mean, these look exactly how they looked in, 1984. And I had to have them so that we had the complete car. The car has the cool wood grain on the door panels and stuff. I mean, super, super cool. I don't know what some of the toggle switches were for. He's got 2 different toggle switches. Should have asked about the toggle switches, but everything's super complete in here. The factory pedals are still in here. The wiring looks like you would expect the wiring to look on a car that was built in the 80s. But none of this is terrifying yet. His father handed us the cam card for the custom cam that they had in the small block that they built for this thing. And we actually have the last receipt for the Pennsylvania State inspection that this thing had, which was in 84, 85. It had 66,200 miles on it at the time of inspection, and the odometer says 66,302 miles. So less than 100 miles after it got inspected last, this thing got parked. Hold on, listen to this door. Shuts like a brand new car. All right, pop into the trunk on this bad boy. I know we just loaded it up with stuff. Oh, Jesus. All right, so this radiator is the radiator that was in the car in the photos back in 1982, so we have that. There's the other Krager Super Trick buried in here. I don't know what that tire is. I think it's another front. The transmission cross member in here. There's a drive shaft in here, fan shroud, the air cleaner that was on it, the SS tail panel that was on it, and then there's a bunch of random boxes and stuff. I'm gonna try and get this cleaned out so we can get a good idea what this trunk floor looks like. But even the bottom of the trunk lid, they painted everything. We do have the hood and the front bumper for the car, so that's super cool. We do have everything for the car except for really the front fenders and the engine and transmission. Hey, shooting a video here. This car we do believe to be a real SS. The VIN and stuff indicates that this car was tuxedo black with a bench seat. Obviously, I don't have any actual paperwork to support that, but when he got this car, it had a big block in it with a 4-speed. All the SS badging was on the car. They swapped a small block into it because the big block was blown up. I think they said they paid $900 for this thing with the blown up big block in it. And they did the body work and paint on it. It was black when he got it. There's still evidence on the car of the black paint job. And they swapped the small block in it, did the the 70s, 80s body work on it, and tore up the streets out by Pittsburgh in this thing. So we do believe, because you have to remember in the early 80s nobody was rebranding cars as SS's. That wasn't like a thing yet. Now everybody has an SS, but in 1982 nobody cared about an SS. It wasn't, you didn't clone an SS in 1982 as a young guy building a street rod. So we do believe that this is a real SS car. Now let me tell you my plans for this thing, because I know this is an acquired taste and not all of you may agree with my plans, but they're what I'm gonna do. I love the way that this thing looks. I absolutely love the Street Freak, you know, Street Machine, you know, big N5015 bias ply tire look. This thing is so cool. I personally would never do this to a car. If I was building one, I wouldn't do it, but it's already this way. So I feel like every bone in my body wants to return this car to exactly how it looked in the photos from 1982. It's probably not the smart or financially sound thing to do to this car, being that it's probably one of the rarest Novas that I have, being that it was a tuxedo black SS 4-speed car. But I don't want that. I want it to look exactly how it looks right now. I love everything about the story of this car, the, you know, the father and son duo finding the car again, and it being preserved the way that it looks for so long. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Caramel Latte needs to look exactly like this, but I want to like actually do it. I want to fix this stuff, all the problems with it. Like, I want to do all the rust repair, and this may be the only really nice car in my fleet when it's done. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any way for me to identify if this is a true SS or not without having paperwork. I don't believe that there is. And honestly, it doesn't make any difference to me because we don't plan to go that route. And without having the engine and transmission and rear and stuff that go to this car being an SS, it wouldn't increase its value anyway. Let me know about these Krager Super Tricks. These are, you know, kind of crummy looking. Is there a way for me to refurbish these? Because I want the car to look exactly like the photos from 1982. So that's what our plan is for this thing. I've been kind of back and forth in my head about just kind of getting it back. I mean, everything's here. All the wiring is in it. Everything is in it the way that it went off the road. So I've been kind of going back and forth about maybe just slapping it together and running it kind of ratty like this for a little while. Just putting fenders on it, and we have the hood for it and ripping around, or just let this thing back burner until I can do all the rust repair and get this thing back to what it needs to be. But it'll be ridiculous. I'll be putting the flares back on it and the whole nine. It will be a street machine again. So as crazy as that sounds, this is probably one of my favorite cars. I haven't done a single thing to it yet. I've barely looked at it. I want to get it all gutted right now because it stinks. I want to get that carpet out of there, all the junk out of the trunk, and you know, really see what we're working with here. But honestly, it doesn't look that bad. The inner wheelhouses and stuff look halfway decent. It's not really bad, except for the rocker panels. They're in horrible shape. They're really bad. But honestly, the entire, you know, father and son story is super important to me. It's a super cool story that he was able to locate the car. And I've actually been following this story since they posted on that Facebook group. He posted on there looking for the car. I sent Michael a private message and said, hey dude, that thing is a sick car. I just saw that he was in Pennsylvania. I'm in New Jersey. So I told him to, you know, keep in touch with me. And I also gave him, you know, a link to my YouTube channel. Said, you know, you follow along with me, and if you ever find the car or whatever, let me know. A few months later, he actually let me know that he found the car. It was super buried in a garage, and they were never sure if they were going to get to it. But the guy said if he ever dug it out, he would sell it back. And ultimately, the guy who had the car did dig it out and sold it back to Michael. They had it for a while, and in the meantime, Michael had bought another Nova, and ultimately, him and his dad decided they were never going to be able to get to this thing as much as they wanted to. So they reached out to me first, because I had stayed in contact with Michael all that time, and gave me first refusal of the car, and I just had to have it. There was no circumstance where I couldn't own this thing. Story about it, the fact that it never left that town outside of Pittsburgh, it just kind of hung around that area for 50 years. Everything about it, I had to have it. I just love it for being a true 80s, you know, this is what guys drove. Like, think about how ridiculous this is. This was somebody's daily driver. That's a rad daily driver. So I want to bring it right back to what it looked like in those photos. Let me know what you think of this thing. I'm gonna get it cleaned out. It's probably gonna do it for this video, guys. So make sure you click that like and subscribe button. Leave me something down in the comments and let me know what you think about caramel latte. And we will see you next time. All right, so quick little update. It's like 195 degrees out here. But I started emptying out the trunk contents of the car. Let me show you the trunk. The trunk, I don't know how well you can tell or not, but the trunk is like insanely solid. It's got all sorts of dirt and crap in here, but honestly, it's pretty damn good. It's not bad. There's the plugs for the air shocks, the Schrader valves for the air shocks. That's awesome. Probably some Gabriel hijackers. Where the floor meets the inner wheelhouses looks pretty good. Check out that AC spark plug. That's what it says there, but that appears to be some sort of electric fuel pump deal. That appears to be a carcass of some feller who didn't make it. So trunk, win. I started cleaning out the inside of the car, which still has all the seat belts and everything in it. And honestly, that's pretty funny. I don't know why it's so discolored on one side versus the other. It's pretty funny. Honestly, the interior I don't think has ever been messed with. I don't think any of this stuff's ever been off. I'm pretty confident that this is all the original carpet. 1970 carpet, because it's still got the cardboard like sound deadener stuff and the wool stuff that's all soaking wet and gross. I don't think that this interior has ever been out. We know that this was originally a bench seat car, so we know that those buckets were added in here and were upholstered to go in this car. But other than that, and like the stereo and stuff, I don't think anyone's really messed with any of this. So I know somebody's gonna write it down in the comments to check if it's an SS to see if there's a build sheet under the back seat. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say there's no build sheet under the back seat. But to put all your minds at ease, I'll kick the back seat out to verify, since it's possible that it's never been out. Possible. All right, that thing just wrestled me. And shocker, no build sheet. Holy shit, the original cardboard is all still back here too. And lots of acorns. I'll bend these up and get the back seat out, like the back of the back seat, and we'll make sure that that doesn't have something ramrodded in it, but usually I'm pretty sure that they're in here. And honestly, this looks like pretty decent foam. I'm gonna guess, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm gonna guess that this seat has been recovered probably when they did the front buckets. We know the front buckets were upholstered, but now you know. No build sheet. One could hope, though. One could hope.